Good afternoon. Today is November 17th, 2023, and I'm Ben Priest.
And I'm Jaquavius Doucette, and welcome to Panther News Network. Here's what's going on today. A statewide Amber Alert remained in effect Thursday, 2 days after police said a North Texas father abducted his son and killed the boy's mother. Juan Aguilar Cano, 38, ditched his SUV at the bus stop in North Houston, according to authorities. Authorities think he and his son, 10-year-old Ian Aguilar, were in a Chevrolet Tahoe that was found at the bus station. A manager at the station said they hadn't seen the pair, but the police towed the SUV sometime in the last 2 days. Ian was last seen Tuesday morning at a house in Wilmer, which is near Dallas. It's the same place where 48-year-old Zuleika Lopez's bodies were found. A vigil was held for her on Thursday night. Lopez's co-workers say they were in disbelief about what happened. Ian is described as being a 4 foot tall with black hair and eyes. Check out K Houston 11 with more on this story.
Right now, a statewide Amber Alert is in effect 2 days after a North Texas father is suspected of abducting his son and killing the boy's mother. The suspect's SUV was found abandoned at a bus station here in Houston. That's where we find Adam Bennett tonight with the latest on this search. Adam?
Well, Mia, authorities tell us that they believe that suspect and his son were in the Chevy Tahoe that was found here at this bus station on Airline Drive. And when we asked the manager what they knew, they told us that they hadn't seen the pair, but we do know that that vehicle, that suspect SUV, had been towed from this scene within the last 48 hours. Now, police are looking for 10-year-old Ian Aguilar. He was last seen Tuesday morning at a house in Wilmer. That's not far from Dallas. It's the same place police also found the body of Aguilar's mother. They issued the Amber Alert Tuesday night. Today in Wilmer, a vigil was held for Aguilar and his mother, 48-year-old Zuleika Lopez.
I sent her a message. I said, Zulia, are you okay? Call me. And I didn't get the call or message, and that hit us really hard. All day we've been in disbelief, not wanting to know that it's her or this happened to her because she was very kind.
Now, Ian Aguilar is about 4 feet tall with black hair and brown eyes. His father, again, the suspect in this case, is 5'7", 160 pounds with brown eyes and tattoos on his arms. Now, as for why he brought the boy here to Houston or where they may have gone, police are not saying at this hour, but family believe that he may have been trying to get to Mexico, possibly by a bus here in Houston. Mia?
Firmly rejected Texas's proposal to empower state police with the ability to deport undocumented immigrants. This refusal marks a significant point of contention between the two regions as the Mexican government expresses its disapproval of the proposed measure. In response to the approval of the Senate Bill 4 by the Texas legislature, a law that establishes a state offense for illegal entry from Mexico and grants state and local authorities the power to deport undocumented immigrants, Mexico has issued a strong statement. The official statement from Mexico outlines a directive for its consulates in Texas to furnish Mexican citizens with information regarding their rights and the specifics of the Senate Bill 4. The statement says, the government of Mexico categorically rejects any measure that allows state or local authorities to detain and return national or foreigners to Mexican territory. The statement further emphasizes Mexico's commitment to ongoing collaboration with the U.S. federal government on immigration-related issues. Texas Governor Greg Abbott still plans on signing the proposal into state law. We will come right back after this commercial break with an exclusive story from Amber McKnight.
Hello everyone, I'm Amber McKnight reporting for KPVU-TV, and today I'm here at the second annual Black Effect Podcast Network Thrill of Possibility Summit here in Nashville, Tennessee, where 50 HBCU scholars were selected to attend the two-day summit.
You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl, I no go feed the girl, it's out, though. I'm a mind that's you the talk, though. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy, and I know that get both. Like the Baba Frayo, my ayo, don't cry, yo.
Hello, I'm Amber McKnight reporting for KPVU-TV, and I'm here with Chandra Vassar. And Sandra, how does it feel to be surrounded by Black excellence?
Well, it feels great. I really love the opportunity to be here with young college students who are really taking control of their career, really looking at opportunities in the STEAM fields that are what we really need in industry today, and particularly in the automotive industry. So this is awesome for me, and I am an HBCU alum, so this has real meaning for me and has a really special place in my heart.
So many of us learned late. My good sister Dolly Bishop, who's the president of the Black Effect Podcast Network, she went to Winston-Salem University, and she always felt like if she had events like this when she was in school, you know, who knows what could have been fostered a lot earlier, you know, in her life. I don't even know if I use that word right. I don't even know why I tried to use the word foster just now. But who knows what could have manifested in her life early, because we all got seeds within us, but that seed needs some type of fertilization, right? And this is what I feel like an event like this does. These young kids, they come here, they got ideas, they got, you know, goals, and who knows what conversation they may have or hear with somebody that's going to fertilize, you know, that seed that's in them, and who knows what it'll grow into. So I got to salute Dolly for creating this amazing event called the Thrill of Possibility Summit.
Hi, I'm here with
B. Dot, what's happening?
And I know that you said you had a podcast coming out in February. Can you talk more about that podcast?
Absolutely. It's the third season, actually. The title is I Didn't Know, Maybe You Didn't Either. It's an acronym, the first letters of each word, IDKMYDE. You can find that hashtag, but it just it's like 3-minute episodes, 28 episodes the month of February on the Black Effect Podcast Network. And I just, just share will just share Black history that I've discovered that I just didn't know. Like, I didn't know that Christopher Columbus was just as visceral of an individual as Hitler. Like, I never knew. Like, growing up, they taught us a nice little song. In 1492, he sailed the ocean blue, but he was horrible. He was a horrible person. Like, I didn't know that GPS was invented by a Black woman that went to a HBCU, Gladys Mae West. I didn't know that. I didn't know that George Washington would take the teeth of his enslaved individuals and put them in his mouth. I didn't know that Martin Luther King's mother was shot and killed playing the organ at church on a Sunday in Atlanta, and the church is still there. Like, there's certain things like that I just didn't know. And as I started to learn them, I was putting them on my social media. The Black Effect Podcast Network picked up with it about 3 years ago. And February 2024 will be my third season.
All right, congratulations. And I'm here with
Christine Vaughn, a senior at the Southern University, and I major in music performance with a double major in theater arts and Spanish. It's so many gems that would drop, but my top 3 was still be yourself and be unique, when you, especially no matter where you go, don't lose yourself. That was like number 1. OPM, like other people's like mine and mentoring, things like that. Shout out to Damon John for that gym. And it was so much. Be kind to yourself, your mental health, Don't be afraid to set barriers and say no. So those was like my top 3 that like I really love, because it was something that I definitely needed as a college student. Right. And sometimes we don't know how to say no. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we don't we're hard on ourselves. So that was like my top 3, and I was like
Kobe Banye, a senior animal science and veterinary medicine major from Southern University and A&M College.
And what did you enjoy the most about the Thrill of Possibility Summit?
I enjoyed the speakers the most. I feel like they were very impactful and beneficial to our futures.
And what are 3 takeaways that you took away from the Thrill of Possibility Summit?
One takeaway was when Charlamagne the God said, if it's big, if it's good enough for me, then it's not big enough. And I feel like that was very impactful because even if our spaces are big, they still need to be bigger.
Janessa Tompkins. I'm a junior maternal and child health major at Howard University. HU, just feels like it's such a safe haven here. You know, learning about all these people with all these different majors and careers, striving to be better and striving to make an impact in their communities. It's amazing.
Okay. And did you have a good time at the Thrill of Possibility Summit?
I had a great time. I learned so much. I'm motivated.
And what were 3 takeaways that you took away from the summit?
I think my first takeaway would be to be authentically yourself. The second takeaway would be to give yourself grace as you're authentically being yourself. The third part would be networking. There are so many beautiful Black people around this world going after their things. Connect.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. Okay, and then can I get a school chant, please?
HU, you know.
Okay, thank you. And I'm Amber McKnight reporting for KPVU-TV.
The Office of Student Affairs kicked off a new series titled Campus Conversation. The series was hosted for the first time yesterday with the dialogue with President LeGrand and university leaders. Leaders such as the Chief of Police, the Provost, and the Vice President of Student Affairs, and more. The topic of this event was campus safety, as you all are aware of the tragic incident occurring on Monday. This open conversation was a way to understand and ask questions about campus safety. President LeGrand started off the candidate conversation stating, "This is a moment for us to improve and to ensure we elevate and prioritize campus safety." Dr. LeGrand also took a moment to address concerns related to the emergency communication system. We invite all students to come out to these campus conversations. Take a look to what President LeGrand had to say.
So this means that we will examine our communication approaches, from what, when, and how we communicate. The what is happening? Where is it happening? And what action do people need to take to be safe? The when do we communicate? The communication must be timely. It must be accurate. But it also must provide progressive updates as allowable. And lastly, how we communicate. The technology we use must always be effective and in good working order, which means we must test it regularly and make any corrections needed. The other thing I will say is we have to communicate in multiple places to ensure that everyone gets the message that is needed. So email, phone, and text are some. The website, social media, and you may have ideas of others. So this means
the tragic incident that occurred at Prairie View A&M University on November 13th at 9 a.m., resulting in the loss of Prairie View A&M employee Kendrick Wilder due to gun violence, has deeply affected the university community. This unfortunate event has prompted the immediate availability of support services for students, faculty, and staff. Prairie View A&M University provides crucial resources such as universal counseling services for students who may need assistance coping with this tragedy. Additionally, the Employee Assistance Program extends its support to faculty and staff members, offering counseling and guidance during this difficult time. The university stands committed to ensuring the well-being and mental health support for all those affected by this distressing incident.
Thank you for staying with us this Monday afternoon. We'll be back with entertainment news after this commercial break. Diddy is the subject of a secret NYPD investigation, and although it's unclear, his ex, Cassie Ventura, made the criminal complaint. There is strong evidence that it involves sexual assault. Law enforcement told TMZ there is an open case at NYPD with the name Sean Combs. We're told it's an active case, but the case file has been locked, essentially meaning it is a sensitive case where access is restricted. As TMZ reported, Cassie filed an explosive federal lawsuit which alleges rape and human trafficking among other accusations. TMZ inquired about the case to NYPD, and they responded with this statement. The NYPD takes sexual assault and rape cases extremely serious and urges anyone who has been a victim to file a police report so it can perform a comprehensive investigation and offer support services to survivors. It would seem, based off this statement, not only a sexual assault case, but NYPD is actively looking for alleged victims.
The Grammy Awards of 2023 have revealed a stellar lineup of nominees. Several artists stand out, with some earning their first nominations. Leading the pack is SZA, earning an impressive 9 nominations, including Album of the Year for SOS and Best R&B Song for Snooze. Joining her at the forefront of recognition is Victoria Monet, as she earned her first 7 nominations, including Record of the Year for On My Mama. This year's nominees highlight the diversity and excellence within music and shine a spotlight on female artists as they take up most of the nominations. Other highlights from the nominees include Nicki Minaj, as she earned her first 2 nominations in 7 years for Barbie World, and artists like Ice Spice, Coco Jones, Tyla, Troye Sivan, and Halle Bailey earned their first Grammy nods as well. Congratulations to all the artists that are getting their well-deserved recognition. The 2023 Grammys will air February 4th, 2024. And that concludes our show this afternoon. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. This was Panther News Network. I'm Benjamin Priest.
And I'm Jaquavius Doucette. Have a great day.